I'm live. I think I'm live. This is me learning. All right, Mousy, get in here. We're going to learn to do a little screen sharing. This will be a great time. Hang on, we can't tell if I'm public. Ooh, but I can hear me on my phone, so that's a good sign. I don't know what's happening. All right, world. I don't have anything to say right now. Ah, Mousy showed up. Excellent. Is it public or did I have to send you the link? I don't know. I mean, I don't care if it's public or private. Mrs. Cassandra, how did you find me? I was doing a sneaky live. Oh, no, you really did? I was testing for tomorrow night. I was making sure I knew how to screen share. And we're like, there's nothing going on. I can't find anywhere to hang out on YouTube. So let's do it. Hey! What's up, Kirsten? Everybody's showing up. You guys were bored too, huh? Mousy, it's Kirsten. I know all the late night streamers are gone. Well, I mean, not gone, but you know what I mean. There used to be more places to hang around at night, and this is like when I'm free. All right, I'm gonna. Let's see if I can figure out. Yeah, it stings, doesn't it, Mrs. Cassandra? There's like nowhere to go, and then like I'm not late night, but I don't know, at this time that I'm just floating around YouTube looking for somewhere to hang out. Okay, I'm going to see if I can. Well, I don't have anything to talk about, so. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the monumental time difference between us and Kirsten. Okay. So this is me learning how to screen share. Mousy, let's go. I see where I click share. And what I saved like the stuff to my desktop. So share screen. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Well, screen sharing works best on a good computer. I feel really great about this computer I'm using. You're a good computer. All right. Some screens let you share audio. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Simmer down. Share screen. Entire screen. Window. I'm not sharing. Oh, should I already have it open? The file I want to share? I don't want to share. I just put a random picture on here. Named Screen Share Test. Share screen. Window. We're just looking at I don't understand. I'm not on Firefox. I am on Microsoft Edge. Oh, Sunday morning. What time do you start work for your new schedule? I used to work at 6 a.m. and I partially loved it. I partially hated it because it really did impact my social life. But I loved getting out of work early. Seven a.m. Are you a morning person? I sort of am. Yeah, I worked 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it was awesome because I could come home and do everything and like dinner was done, the house was cleaned, whatever errands I had, whatever. It was all done. And then when everybody else got off work, we could all just hang out. But also, if you were not directly interacting with me, you know, people would be like, let's go out at 9 p.m. I'm like, what? No. Like, by then, I'm already settling down. Well, I didn't mean I was falling asleep at 7 p.m., but or 9 p.m. But by then, you're like done. Like if you're going to bed in 2 hours, you don't want to go out. You don't want to, you're like, I'm done, everybody. Exactly. I'm in home. I'm like, I'm already rocking my pajamas. Pretty sure there's no undergarments. I've got a blankie on. I'm like, I don't think I put one on today, but I didn't leave my house at all. Mousie's over there working on my issue. I'm just over here talking about. Thanks, Mousie. You know, this seems so easy, and really it is, but also, who knows? Who knows how to do this crap? I actually got like fancy. I'm not gonna call them fancy. They're from Walmart, but they're like nicer lounge pants. So I could just throw on a hoodie and I look like a reasonable human to go to the store. So that's my pretend I got dressed for the day outfit. I do too, Mrs. Cassandra, but I didn't used to have to because I live next door to another person who is my age. And like when I walk out my back door, I could only see her yard and she could only see mine. So we were, and still great friends to this day. So we were like, forget putting on a bra. And then I take the trash to the curb after dark. Yeah, when you order food and you're like, oh, I got to strap up. This is ridiculous. It's a total pretend outfit. They're great pants, though. Very comfortable. I do have a big robe that sometimes I put on. I'm like, yeah, it's the afternoon and you're delivering my groceries, but I have this robe on. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, but I'm learning. Ooh, is that where the name Beryl came from? That is cute. You share slides, but I don't have any slides set up. How do I set up a slide? I don't know if you guys can figure this out, but I swore many years ago that I would never have a computer in my house. And pretty much I didn't. Although now I do. And so I would go to work, I'd work on computers, and then I would come home and I would not do computer things. You can open the picture from there. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, click on it, then click on slides. It says you have no slides. Add file from my computer. Invalid file type. Of course it is. If it's a PDF. What? Why does everything have to be not what it is on here? All right, I'll PDF them up tomorrow. What are they? They're JPEGs. It should share those. I mean, it wanted to get me there. I think you're right. I mean, I guess I could make it. Show more options. All right, I haven't set up whatever it is, Adobe on my computer yet. That whole Microsoft Office suite. I guess I should do that. They sent me a login and I was like, too much. That's too much. I'm out. My patience for these types of things is, I don't know, minimal. I do not live in a tech savvy house, except for my vacuums and my litter box. Other than that, all right, I'll probably be here. Or maybe not. So what's happening with you, Kirsten? I did appreciate the image. Drop you a link. Yes. How do I do that? I have to go to YouTube for that, right? Um, Wait, no, I get the link from StreamYard. It's under invite. Where is invite? Under settings? Oh, okay, right there where it says invite. That's, jeez. Ugh. Sometimes I'm real proud of myself. Got it. Did it. Ooh, I'm a summer person too. Do you like to swim? I didn't go swimming at all this summer. It was so freaking hot here that now I'm at that point in summer where you're like, I just need fall. I just need the windows open at night, at least. Well, and you know, when you're live, you're looking at it, but your like brain isn't, I don't know. Like you're trying to do not too many things. It's not like I'm over here doing math too, but you're just not digesting the way you should. Plus you're nervous, whatever. I mean, I'm not really nervous talking to you guys. Mousy, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Exactly. Did you let me in?
Oh, no. I have a touch screen.
Hey, okay. So I know what you want to do. Okay. I got this figured out. I figured it out. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. So before you do anything, you want to open all the pictures that you want to share, right? So go to your little Windows tab, on your little, the bottom screen. Okay. Your little toolbar,
Yeah.
where it's got your little windows and all your applications come up. So go to pictures. Open the pictures, right?
Wait, I don't have the pictures down there. Hang on.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just so pleased with myself for figuring it out.
I'm going through all of these. I don't have a pictures.
Okay, so do you have the little Windows button to where you pull it up and like all of your applications like come up, like the calculator, camera, CC cleaner, clock, yada yada yada, all that stuff comes up?
No.
Okay. Look at the very little bottom of your screen, where the like your Windows Edge would be, and where you click that. Okay. All the way over to the far left, there should be like a little window icon.
Yes.
Okay, click that.
Oh, this time it did bring stuff up. Okay.
Okay. So you click that, and there's a little thing that says pictures. It's like a little landscape with looks like mountains in it.
Photos.
Yes, pictures, photos. You want to open that.
Got it. It's open.
Okay. So then you go to where your pictures are, and you open those pictures. And they're going to come up on the bottom where your Microsoft Edge is. You'll have like a picture in just its own little screen. And you want to go ahead and get all of those open that you want to share.
Wait, how do I get to my pictures from here?
Okay, so do you know what file they're saved under?
Yes, I saved them to my desktop.
Okay, so open pictures. It should be like admin, documents, pictures, settings, power.
No. This is, first of all, clearly the first time I've ever been in this.
Okay.
Oh, new?
It may be under new or because see, like when I open my little picture settings thing, okay, hang on, I have like 20 million things open right now. Let me close some of these.
What am I looking for? Settings? What'd you say to look for?
Oh, you know what? I need to put my earbuds in. I really need to do that. I'm totally just not even thinking stuff. I'm just like, let me put those in real quick. I already have a snoring monster in here. So, okay. So, what do I need to do here? Okay. So, the, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. What is going on? I'm doing this from my phone, so I don't know what's going on. Like, why are you not working, earbuds? Okay. So, okay, I get my pictures opened, and it has a thing that where it says quick access, and then it has a desktop,
Quick access.
and then directly under that, there's like a little pinned desktop, downloads, documents, pictures.
I do not have that.
Okay.
Okay, but let's make sure, because remember last time I said I didn't have it, and you're like, it's right there in front of you.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so you go to your start menu. Okay, do you see where your power button is right when you load up your start menu?
Yeah, at the bottom.
Okay, so then above that is that settings.
Oh, I see what you were saying.
Yes.
Yes,
There.
because it's like
Okay.
the recent things I've opened.
Yes.
Open
That.
file.
Yeah.
Okay, I named it screen share test. Got it opened it in the JPEG thing. It's not opening it in the pictures.
Okay, so
Go back to all folders. OneDrive.
Okay.
Pictures. Oh,
I know it's a pain in the butt.
learning stinks. I'm just kidding.
It does.
Add this folder to pictures. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. Search desktop. Screen share. Oh, it's looking for folder. Maybe I'll just go put them all in a folder then.
Okay, can you still hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was playing with settings. I need to stop doing that. One thing at a time. I gotta start doing one thing at a time.
New folder. I'm going to put it in my new folder. I'm going to go back over to, where am I going? Pictures. Oh, now my pictures things is at the bottom. Oh, because it's open. Add a folder. Let's see. New folder. Add this folder to pictures. Pictures. Wait. Go back. New folder. I got it in there. It's in there.
Okay, did you find it? Did you get it in there?
Yeah.
Okay, double click it and open your picture. And let me know when you've got that picture open, and we'll go from there.
I've got it open. It's still in a JPEG form, though.
Okay, it's going to be fine. It'll work in the JPEG form. I promise you. I promise you it's going to work. Okay.
Excellent.
So now you've got that opened, right?
Yep.
Now go to share.
Got it. Share
and hit share
slide.
screen. No, share screen. I was trying to do it a whole harder way than it needed to be.
I feel a lot
Now-
like my mom right now.
Now this time, when you go to share screen and you click window,
Yep.
that picture will be under that.
I see
You
it.
see it? Yay! We
Boom.
did it!
Do you guys see it?
Okay, now I got to go back to your channel so I can see it. Hang on one second, because I was yeah. I had StreamYard open on my channel on a private stream. I was literally walking through it that way.
Excellent. Okay, let me choose another random picture.
Yay!
Okay, let me. Oh,
Nope.
now hear me.
Sorry, I forgot to turn the volume off before I opened it because I wanted to pull it back up under the mouse files so I could see what the picture was.
Stop sharing. Okay. Now, because I put that folder in there, I can just drop pictures in that folder, right?
Yes, and then you just click those every picture you want to share. Just make sure you click it open, and it'll once you pull the share up, it'll be ready to go, ready for you to screen share it.
Ooh, that is very pretty. Well, I changed my desktop background, so.
Oh no.
uh,
Well, mine's a hummingbird now, so.
Well, for real, I need a mouse though. This is
Yeah,
like this trackpad is not the
youngest kiddo stole my mouse, and I'm like, you have to give that back. My hands are not coordinated enough to do this little pad thing that we got going on here. I was like, it just don't work that way. It does not work that way for me. We need to give that back now. It's like we'll go get you one, but I need mine back.
Okay, ready, everybody?
Okay, you got this.
Wait, I already clicked the wrong thing, but I realized it quickly. Hold on, I messed up. But I know how I messed up. Got it. Boom.
Yeah,
you guys looking at that? Look at me. I'm like a wizard. These electronics have nothing on Mousy teaching me how to do things.
Hey, dumb luck is how I figured it out that first night streaming. I was like, well, Juju said to just keep clicking stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do.
See, this is what happens too. Is my mouse, like if it hovers on something, it automatically opens it. And I have gone to every place I can think of in settings, and I cannot find how to turn that off.
Oh yeah, we got to figure that out. See, mine doesn't do that, but I'm pretty sure it got turned off at some point. I'll have to ask the kids about that one. It's like, how do you start that? How do you stop that?
Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just haven't done it.
Brian's answer for everything is, well, did you Google it? And I'm like, why is everything gotta be Google?
Look at me just sharing stuff now.
Woohoo! Look at you go.
Wait.
See? Now you can do it. Yay.
Is it sharing? No, it's not. All right. That was an excellent lesson. I hope that some other person who doesn't know how to screen share stumbles upon that.
Hey.
I should clip down that part and put it out there and just be like screen sharing for dum-dums.
Well, see, now if you learn something that I can't do, now you have to share it with me, though.
Absolutely. You know what I love is, remember we talked one time on here and I shared a link with you, and then I'm like, how do I share a link? How do I drop?
I was like, wait, didn't we do this before?
I don't know.
But then I was thinking about it. I couldn't remember if you had done it through YouTube or StreamYard, and I was like, I don't know how she did that.
Yeah,
and I totally forgot
don't know how I did that either. Oh, you know what? I think I did it when I was like setting up the stream. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Okay.
Newbies unite. That's darn right.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Nick had a stream, and she's like, Steve and I are going to teach everybody how to do all this stuff. And they were talking, and everyone in chat is like, what are these words you're saying? And I was like, I'm still over at like how to open a picture on my computer. Like, I need the real dumbed down version.
The first time I was trying to go live, I'd gotten in the studio, right? And I was so pleased I got in the studio. I'd forgotten to hit go live.
I went live and then I forgot to add myself to the stream. And then you're sitting in here and you can tell it's live, but if no one's in there, then you're like, is it really live? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. See, my next thing that I want to figure out is how to do an intro.
Yeah.
Like something before I come on. That's what I got to figure out.
Me too, but I don't want a long one. I just want... Here's what I think for my channel. Like, when I go live at 9, I'm going live at 9. Maybe that hasn't happened thus far, but now it will. Like, I want to get right into it.
And you know what I don't... The first night I went live, okay, so I went into StreamYard, right? And my live stream, you know, that I'd set up wasn't in there. And I had to just create a new one. But the next time when I went live, my live stream was in there. I was like, what is going on? This wasn't like this last week. What did I do different?
Well, and you know, that's kind of the problem with clicking around like we do, because I'll be like, I got it. And then I'm like, shoot, what did I click to get here? And then you're like, I swear it looks different than it did yesterday.
Well, and like yesterday, I was doing good. I did the screen share, but I also, you know, almost screen shared my whole Facebook page.
I know. That's what, well, and I like went through my desktop and made sure there was nothing like, I mean, what was on my desktop anyway? Nothing. It's like all pictures. But I was like, I know, Kirsten. I'm like, I should have just stayed a sub. But I went through and made sure. I'm like, okay, if I accidentally share like my whole computer, there's nothing, like my taxes aren't open in the background. Like,
yeah, that's something I would do. It's like, look at how much money I made. See, Katie Joy would be happy because, you know, look, I just gave it to her. But it's like, you know, there's nothing to find. It's like it's a standard deduction.
Right.
It's like, here, you didn't have to pay for that one.
That's well, and I'm like, no, I just felt like I'm gonna screen share and it'll just be like a picture of my house with my address below it. Here you go, everyone.
No. It's like, come here.
I mean, not that, whatever. It is a cute little house. And maybe the lack of the giant tree beside it would confuse people.
Yeah, they'd be like, wait, this can't be the place. There's no giant tree here. Did she pay for stump removal?
No.
She didn't get the stump removed.
No. She said it was like another $500 or something.
Oh my
Or
God.
maybe it was more than that. Maybe it was $1,000. It was a lot to have the stump removed. And like all the roots and stuff run under my driveway.
Oh no. Well, see, that's what I was wondering because, you know, like I said, they removed the trees from my front yard. I had 1, 2, 3. I had 6 total, and they literally lined my property line, and they removed 3 of them so they could put another house in the property beside mine. And I was like, that's so not cool. But okay, you removed my trees. And I'm like, you know, fine, if they just leave the stumps, that's fine. But no, they came back out to remove them. and they literally drilled just the stump out. They didn't take the roots out or anything, just the stump, and just left a big hole.
Ugh.
Left a hole.
Yeah, this stump is huge.
I was like, please tell me someone's going to come fill this. No one filled it.
Kirsten, do you know my dead tree story and why this is a big deal for it to be removed? It's a thrilling story. And by thrilling, I mean, it's a lot of me whining, but a little
That
bit.
tree go.
I know. Well, it thunderstormed today. Or, you know, I was like looking out the window and I could hear thunder a little bit. And I was like, oh no, a thunderstorm. And then I was like, wait, I have no reason to be anxious. Okay, let me tell you my story, Kirsten. It's dramatic. No, it's not.
Well, that tree had to go.
So my driveway runs alongside the side of my house and in between my house and my neighbor's house. And there's a little patch of yard. Like it's my house, driveway, little patch of yard, my neighbor's house. And there's a giant tree in that little patch of grass. I mean, it had to be, I don't know, several hundred years old. But the tree was dying. And when this woman bought the house, the tree was dead. Like quite clearly dead. I mean, standing on the street, you could see there was a few branches that had leaves, but the rest of it was nothing. Bark's peeling off it, whatnot. So she knew when she bought the house that she had to have the tree removed. Although she now says no one told her that. To which I say, liar. And when I first met her, she said, oh, this guy across the street came up and introduced himself, and then he told me I need to have this tree removed. And I said, that guy's not wrong. So she kind of rolled her eyes. She's like, whatever. I mean, it's fine. And I was like, no, that tree drops a lot of debris and dead stuff on my driveway. And back then when she moved in, it was dropping like little. Are you okay, Mousy?
Yeah, I think Brian is about to like start snoring like a big monster, so I'm just gonna slowly exit the chat before he starts doing that. Or not the chat, the stream. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me exit real quick because I
Thank
have
you
a
for your
feeling
help.
it's
That was awesome.
Oh, no problem. You're welcome. Let you get back to the tree story. I'm gonna just disappear real quick. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Mousy. Anyway, so it was her tree. It's on her property. But the tree is like it grows over my property. A little bit over hers, but mostly over mine. Like over my driveway and over my house. So all the crud that it dropped. Thanks, Kirsten. All the crud that it dropped would fall on my driveway. So I couldn't, like at first it was just mildly annoying, but then it got to the point where I had trouble like getting my trash and recycle bin to the curb because there were so many little branches and it would, block the wheels when you're trying to wheel it down there. So irritating, but still I could kick them out of the way. And then the branches just kept getting bigger and bigger and hitting my house. And then it got to the point where the branches were huge. So anytime it stormed or would snow, I would get paranoid and be like, that tree is going to fall on my house. And then, so my anxiety kept building and it got to the point, like anytime if I was going to drive out of my driveway with my car, I would have to factor in like a half an hour to clean up my driveway to be able to get my car out. So every day I just had it like on my schedule to go pick up crap off my driveway. In the meantime, every time I see this neighbor, I bring up the tree to her and I try and get her. I'm like, why don't you walk over and look at my driveway? And so sometimes I'd be talking to her and I would just lean down and pick up like branches and hold them up for her to see. And she was like, psh, whatever. And then it got like the tree was dropping branches at the front of my driveway, which she could clearly see from her front door and from the street where all her people park. And the branches were so long they went across my whole driveway. It's just a single wide driveway. And I'd be like, I'm stuck here. You live with like your 20-year-old grandsons live there. Send them over to move this branch off my driveway. So I would throw the branches into her yard. And then I started maybe throwing the branches onto her front sidewalk and porch. Because I'm like, you're lucky. Like, I just would get irate every time I was out there. And finally, the tree was removed. So now it took me like a week to realize I didn't have to be scared about the tree anymore. And now when it rains, I'm like, oh, it's just raining. That's not stressful. I don't think a whole tree is going to come through my house. And now, I mean, I cried when the tree came down. Like the tree company, they had to come on my property to remove it. So they were on my driveway and everything. And when they pulled their vehicles out of my driveway and I saw the big stump, I just like burst into tears. I know. I was so worried I was going to get smushed too. And my bedroom is upstairs and like it's a converted attic. So my ceiling in my bedroom is the roof of my house. And I would be up there sleeping and be like, the tree is going to get me like in the middle of the night. I do feel safe in storms. Like the thunderstorm came through tonight and I was almost confused because I heard it and I was like, oh man, it's gonna storm. And then I was like, well, I guess that doesn't matter. Like, I guess I don't care that it's gonna storm now. That's weird. Hey, dirty Uncle Sal, what are you doing here? We're just hanging out. Nothing else to do on Thursday night. Mousy taught me how to screen share. Now to recreate it tomorrow. Ugh. Dude, Kirsten, you have a neighbor's tree like that? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's terrible. Yeah. Somebody was like, I'll pay to have the tree removed. And I was like, no, it's their tree. But then, I don't know. I mean, I refuse to pay for it, but I was like, it's my house. It's going to smash. I don't know why I'm being this way. No, the candy store update is tomorrow night, Dirty Uncle Sal. Oh, I didn't mean to put that up there. This stream tonight there was nothing happening. And then so Mousy and I were chatting and I was like, well, maybe I can do a test stream and figure out how to screen share. I know it's so expensive to have those damn trees removed. Because I have pictures of the inside of the candy store. That's a teaser for tomorrow. That is a teaser. And now I know how to share them. No, I think it's all women working out. Oh, tomorrow is Friday. They work out on Fridays. I should go drive by it tomorrow evening. I know we can't. I did a teaser, but I can't say anything else because I've already said too much. And if you read my description for that video, I said it's a lukewarm update at best. No one's seen the pics. It's my neighbor's tree. That broad can deal with it. Also, the power company had to disconnect the power to my house the day the tree was coming down because, yeah, the tree was over the power lines. So I didn't have power for like 11 hours. Ugh. I was by the end of the day, I was done. Some people like it to ease. It's the candy store. What if I get more info tomorrow? I could. Yeah. I agree. Now I am cordial to the neighbor. I'll chat with her, but I don't like her. It looks very much like a jazzercise type gym workout, Kirsten. Every time I've driven by it, it does not look intense. Does anybody remember Jane Fonda workouts? It looks like it's on that level. I'll drive by tomorrow and see if I can get more info on the workouts. You know, the coffee shop I'm not as suspicious of, but my neighbor is. So I just think it's like an overpriced coffee shop in our neighborhood. My neighbor's like, something nefarious is going on there. I'm like, well, what about the candy store? I'm like, I think that's more suspect than the coffee shop. They were doing some leg lifts and squeezes. I don't know. It's hard. I just see it driving by, so I only get like quick glances. More yoga pants and tank tops. If they had leg warmers and leotards on, I would be busted in that place. I'd be like, I'm here to work out. What if you like do a workout and then you get unlimited candy for a certain amount of time? I know I should. I've thought about how I wonder if they would let me film in there. Yeah, the coffee shop. I don't know. Their pastries suck. They're very. I was really excited about this coffee shop too because it's right down the street from my house. I love a delicious coffee. And the first time I went, I got a coffee and a pastry, and it was like $13. And I'm like, what? And it was not a Dunkin' Donuts 32-ounce large coffee. It was at best a 16-ounce coffee. Oh, did you cry about her? Yeah, the pastries really suck. The pastries are, I don't know what they were made out of, but it was something square and folded into a star shape. And then it had like a dab of jam in the middle of it. And they're like, try our specialty, whatever. I'm like, this is garbage. This looks like something I made after I drank a 12 pack and then just grabbed random crap out of my fridge. But the coffee is really overpriced. And they didn't have lids for the coffee. So that ticked me off too. I'm like, what? Needless to say, I've not gone back. And you never see anybody at the coffee shop, so I don't really know how they're still in business. No lids, Massey. It was ridiculous. You know, so I don't really get coffees out that often. So I was like really excited about this. Like, I'm going to go in the morning. I'm going to try this coffee shop. It's going to be awesome. And then, I mean, it was crappy pastry, no lid for my coffee. So by the time, and it cost me like 13 or 14 bucks. I'm like, what's happening? This fun outing went terribly wrong. I think it was supposed to be puffed, but it was not puffed. It was like a saltine is puffier. Is it a local coffee stand that you go to, Dirty Uncle Sal? Because a new place just opened up near me. And what's it? It's called Scooters. I went there. They were pretty good. I should have get. I should have gotten McDonald's breakfast. I'm big talk on McDonald's breakfast. I always say I want it. I never get it. Yeah, I don't know about this coffee shop. Actually, I don't really care. It's too expensive. You don't have lids. I'm not going back. Good luck to you. Crema. I like it. Why has everybody got better coffee shops than me? It was really bad. Now I'm tempted to go to the coffee shop and take a photo of it. Yeah, I don't like there aren't places really close to my house. That's why the coffee shop was exciting. We were like, oh, it's right here. We can walk to it. A crappy shop. And they tricked me because I looked them up on Instagram and they had like bowls of water outside for dogs and little dog treats. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. A pet friendly place? That'll be fun to go to. Psh, whatever. Whatever. I ruined it for me. It used to be a flower shop too, and I'm kind of sad that flower shop is gone. KJ would probably love that coffee shop. She's like, these customers will be spilling their drinks everywhere. And get that creepy smile on her face. They did lure me in with pet-friendly exteriors. And I was like, what a great place. Like, I can take my computer up there, do writing, work on stuff. Pfft, whatever. Pet a dog. Get to know my neighbors. No. Spill a coffee on my computer. No, thank you. Now I'm just convinced everything in my neighborhood is a front for something else. We do have cat cafes. I've never been to one. Isn't it amazing? I've thought about going because I really could use a little cat snuggle. I know. I see. I'm not really a huge dog fan, but I mean, I think they should be allowed to go chill at a coffee shop if they want, or if their owners want. I would enjoy that. Do you think they would? Yeah. I kind of like when you come home and your animals are like, suspicious, where have you been? And with who? Although I have one friend whose cat, if I came home and smelled like that cat, my cat didn't care. But he also loved that cat's owner. Me too, dirty Uncle Sal. I'm all alone. Even my Roomba is like, there's nothing to vacuum. Like it just goes out for 15 minutes and goes back to its little base. And I picture it so sad, like docking and being like, nothing out there, no fur under the bed, no little bits of litter to pick up. Hi, Grace Case. It was an unexpected surprise live. Mousy was teaching me how to screen share. Don't fall for it, dirty Uncle Sal. The Mouse Files is always trying to unload cats. Are you going to get another pet, dirty Uncle Sal? Eventually. Eventually, I'll get more pussies. But not now. I'm too sad. Well, and I don't know. There is something kind of nice about not having a pet. I had a high maintenance cat, so I'm taking a little break. Okay, I'm with you, Dirty Uncle Sal. My cat that just passed away, he was my soul cat. He's my little soulmate in furry form. Stinko time. Mine was Squid. He was the smartest cat I've ever met. Like, I mean, if you told me he worked for NASA, I would believe you. I mean, this guy was intelligent. Squid was not. Squid thought everyone came over to see him. Well, he was sort of a little bad cat though, because when he was a kitten, he got sick and he got diagnosed with kidney disease, and they said, "Oh, he won't live 6 months. If he makes it 6 months, it would be amazing." And so I did not discipline him, and I'm like, shred the toilet paper. You're about to die. Have a good time. And he lived for 13 years. So, he kind of did whatever he wanted. But he also, like, this is the best. So I got mice. So I called Orkin to come out and whatever. And when you have mice, they go through, like, pull the drawer out from the bottom of the stove. And I don't know, like, peek into every weird crevice and space and place you haven't cleaned, which my cat loved. And he was with the Orkin guy the whole time. Like, the Orkin guys, they took the drawer out from under the stove, and Squid's like, "What? Didn't know we could do that." And I have in my bathroom upstairs, there's a little tiny door that's attic access. And the Orkin guy had to get on his hands and knees. And he said, "All right, I'm going to look in here. If something grabs me, call 911," because it is a little spooky. So the Orkin guy is on his hands and knees looking into this attic access. And my cat jumps on the Orkin man's back to, like, look over his shoulder. I was like, sorry about that. Let me get the cat. And so then, the guy does the whole search of the house. We're sitting at my dining table, and I hear this big thump. And my cat had gotten into the Orkin man's bag and was pulling out items. So I had to be like, "I'm sorry, sir. My cat has unpacked your bag that you left in the entryway, just out of our vision." And then right before the man leaves, he says, "All right, this is how you remove a glue trap from a cat's paw, because this one's gonna get caught." And within 2 minutes of the man leaving, my cat was, in fact, stuck on a glue trap. Well, my cat is how I figured out I had mice, because I got out of the shower one morning and he had 2 baby mice and my other cat, and they were tossing them back and forth to each other like it was a freaking puffball. And I was like, "What is happening?" And they're like, "It's the greatest day of our lives is what's happening." So, but anytime after that, he became a super mouser. And I knew the second one entered the house because he was like, they come in right here. I'm on it. Don't worry. And he took care of it. And usually he brought them to me. And it's funny because now that he's gone, I'm like, he did a lot more pest control than I realized. Like, if a fly gets in the house, I'm like, what? I have to handle this? It's ridiculous. Or my front door, if you open it after dark, little moths will come in. And I'm like, now there's moths in here. No one to get it. Oh, I've had that before, Mrs. Cassandra, when your cell phone becomes a corded phone. I mean, I'm glad they can catch snakes, but for the love of God, if you brought a snake into my house, I would move out of my house, is what I would do. I would immediately leave. Did he kill the snake at least? Because Squid was the absolute slowest murderer. I mean, he really enjoyed torturing, and it was the worst to watch. But he loved it. Just a little gardener snake. Is it gardener or garden? Garter? I don't know. I don't know the proper term. Small green snake that lives in the garden. I was just wondering what happened to you, Kirsten. Garter snake. Little snaky guy. I am terrified of snakes, but only because my mom was terrified of snakes and she made me learn that fear. One time we were out riding our bikes and we had gotten off our bikes and walked up to like look at this little reservoir. And we're walking back to our bikes and I got slammed from behind so hard that I fell down face first. And then I felt a foot in the middle of my back and then looked up to see my mom running. And she got, I don't know how far away, a fair ways away, then turned around, screamed at me, "Get up!" And I was like, I don't know what happened, but you pushed me down and ran away. So my mom had seen a snake. She chose to save herself and not her baby. And then got mad at me because I took too long getting back up after she shoved me down on the ground as snake sacrifice. I think Grace Case did go to bed. She popped in a little bit ago. I know. I know, Mousy. It was terrible. Actually, it was hilarious. But I was like, my mom literally ran over the top of me to save herself. I'm sorry, I just swallowed. I should have muted. I was in front of her, dirty Uncle Sal. She hit me from behind. I had no idea what was happening. But that is real terror. That was funny. Anyway, all right. I'm wrapping it up, everybody. Thanks for learning with me. Mousy, I appreciate the help. Tomorrow, candy store update. What will we learn? We'll see. I could use a little snack too. All right. Good night, everyone. Tomorrow, I put the skills I learned tonight to work. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it.